Lawwin Media Network,
bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawwin Media Network.
Hello there, good morning. And it's been 2 weeks since we haven't met, but I'm so glad we're back. And well, here in the Philippines, it's still warm, but at night it's very kind of breezy and cool. And I don't know how it is in your part of the world, but here in Commissary Kitchen, the weather is always good. And I'm so happy because we have a special guest today, and he's a good friend of mine. He's a very fine gentleman bachelor. So for those who are interested, I'm the agent. Anyway, okay, let's go and watch this episode. It's all about being homesick. So, here we are going to go through a long week of Holy Week, and there's also, I think, there's also Ramadan. So, all these might give you a lot of time to be by yourself, and don't be depressed. Just be happy and eat comfort food. Here we go. Let's listen to our special guest today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hello there! This is again Nancy Reyes-Lumen here in Commissary Kitchen at your service, and today we have a special episode because we're taking advantage of our friend who's visiting from Saudi Arabia. And being a bachelor like him and other bachelors like our invisible friend Christian, there are times when you say all you have to do is just put your food in the microwave and then heat it up and eat it. But sometimes, when you're homesick or you're not feeling well, you have the cold, you're just feeling cold, you're feeling alone, then you need some homesick cure comfort soup. And today, that is what we will ask Mr. Sam to show us. What is his comfort soup when he's in Saudi Arabia? Of course, there's no pork there, but we will be doing a red snapper soup that is so simple, yet very healthy, and hopefully comforting. So we'd like to call on Mr. Sam Kitchen. Hi, Sam.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, he's on a short visit here to Houston, and but right now he's working with Aramco in Saudi Arabia. Of course, he's not Arabian. You can see he's a cute Korean. That's his DNA. Sam, what do you do there?
Oh, I work with oil and gas, so all kinds of crazy top secret stuff. All
Oh,
fun
really?
stuff. No, just trying to make sure that we have enough energy to last us for a while. You know?
Yeah, well, solar's coming in.
Never know. You never know. But
All
yes,
right.
it's all one piece of the pie.
So how do you combine being in Saudi with the culinary and then being Korean and then coming from Houston? Do you miss Houston food?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So Houston's got a big melting pot of food. So I
Yes.
think coming, from one area to a completely different area is, I mean, it's a little bit of time to acclimate. So.
Okay, but in reality, being I guess you're in the company more of men, so men would rather just heat food in the microwave, like what you were saying. But what's your idea of let's say you weren't feeling so good, or what's your idea of comforting yourself when you're in a faraway land like Saudi Arabia?
You got to make do with whatever is available. I mean, just toss some stuff together, and you don't have a whole lot of choice. So.
Really?
But I guess today we're gonna make some soup. So some comforting
Yeah.
soup.
Okay,
So-
so with just plain water, you can already create something that's very comforting and not healthy. As you notice, there's no oil. Because sometimes when you're not feeling too good, and it's not good to eat oily food because it's harder to digest. But also when you have colds, you will need ginger. This is also good as an antioxidant. And then this one is good these are super antioxidants, and they have a lot of fiber. And I just added in apples because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
All right.
And it will add a little sweetness and some color. But the main ingredient we will be using is our red snapper.
Okay.
Of course, you can use other fish. You can even use chicken. Chicken is the proverbial chicken soup cure, right? So now we're already boiling our water, and we can start with some onions.
Dump it all in.
Yeah. But Sam, you said you've been going to cooking classes before, right?
Yeah,
What
no,
have
I
you
just-
learned?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. Made some adobo. Made
Really?
yeah. Done sushi. Done all kinds of stuff. Some Italian food. Some.
So this is good for cough.
Mm.
That's ginger, and it even refreshes you. It aside from the fiber that it gives you, when you eat ginger, it clears down the throat and the mucus, whatever is in there. Okay, now we can either put. Did you taste this
Oh,
earlier?
this is very good. Yes.
Yeah, what's the taste?
It's like it's very good umami, right?
Very
Just the,
umami. It's mushroom powder. So
Just a little bit of this.
it's up to you. We will taste it later. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Maybe a little more.
So the secret of a healing soup is it has to be simple and easy to digest and easy to cook. After that, we can either add our fish, which is a red snapper. You can buy anything, any fish that you would like. What's your favorite way of doing fish?
Maybe pan searing it.
Pan-seared.
Yeah.
What kind of fish are available there?
What is this? They do have snapper. I don't know. There's a
Tilapia?
bunch of different. I don't know if there's any tilapia, but there's a wide range of fish there. So, yeah.
For color, but carrots are also good beta carotene. You know, sometimes when you don't take your food like medicine, so you want it also to look good, right? And then apples, but you don't have to put all if you don't want it to be too sweet.
A little bit.
Yeah, and then putting salt and your peppers.
Just to taste, right?
Yeah, will be just to taste, and you can do it after you have boiled it and after the fish has been done. But I will now add my favorite. I love cabbage. I've discovered the benefits of cabbage. You can even over fry cabbage. Sometimes, of course, cabbage has a very strong sulfur smell, right? But the benefits you get are good. You like it to be spicy?
I like spicy.
Yeah, okay. Here,
All right. Put two of these in there.
up to you.
All right.
But did you know that chili, when we had
episode earlier with Miss Michelle Pasis, and she said chili is very good because it can help you with your blood pressure.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I know. So some people, a friend of mine, they took olive oil and fresh chili every day to balance his
Wow.
blood
Didn't
pressure.
know that.
Yeah. So okay. So once the fish has been done, it will render its own very delicate taste, and then the soup is done really fast.
Perfect.
Yeah, but you have to tell us now. What are the favorite dishes that you miss in Houston, and what dishes do you still enjoy in Saudi Arabia?
So the dishes
It's
are
not like you're
nice.
deprived, right?
No, there's all kinds of things. This is a melting pot, right? So
Saudi Arabia?
yeah, there's a lot
Really?
of things. Yeah, it's quite
Okay.
the town or the city is very developed, and so you have a lot of different cultures there. So and it's continuing to grow. It's growing quite quickly. So yeah, you've got a large population of Filipinos. You got a large population of people from India, Pakistan there. So all these different cultures are bringing with them some of the flavor.
You have Filipino friends?
Yeah, there's all kinds of people.
You want to say hello to them?
Kamusta?
Sige, what's their name?
We got a bunch of friends there, so you know.
You say, kamusta kayo dyan?
What?
Kamusta
Kamusta?
kayo dyan?
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Isn't he cute? He looks like a Korean doll, and he's a bit shy, of course. I think when you make bachelors cook on TV, or maybe they're a little uh, not so comfortable while he's making comfort soup. But so that's what the comfort soup is all about. It's really it has to be simple. It has to the taste should not be too salty. Not It just has to be linear, you know, not salty, not definitely not too sweet. Some people, you think just because you need to make it comforting, it's always sugar. But sugar is not the right way to correct your discomfort, because sugar ends up it's not that healthy. Okay, it's a seasoning, but it should not be a main or one of the bigger ingredients in any comfort soup. So I added a lot of fiber because, as you know, it's important to have fiber in your gut so that when you do your morning meeting, you feel good. That's one of the as they said, there are three things that are very important in your physical life: eating, um, that your morning meeting, and drinking a lot of liquids to hydrate you, especially when the weather is very hot. And even in Saudi, you really need to hydrate yourself. So let's go back and see how this comfort soup is really comfortable for our bachelors. And you bachelors, I'm telling you, if you want to be a chick magnet, you have to learn some of these nice, simple dishes to, okay, to impress, but at the same time, for yourself, so that you know how to fend for yourself when you don't really have anybody to cook for you yet. Back to Sam, our good friend
So
from
now
Saudi.
we're waiting for the fish to cook, but we can already start tasting it and see if there's enough of the mushroom powder. Oh yeah, we will try to also add in some eggs. You know, this can be your additional protein. So you have the egg there, and you have additional protein. What's the weather there like? Is it really like, you know, there's so many things we don't know about.
Yeah, right now it's actually very nice. The weather's cooling off. But sometimes it's extremely hot.
Like what is extremely hot?
Like 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
That's in Paris.
What's that? I think it's
Like
120 or 30. You get pretty hot.
120, 120. You can already bake some cookies at once.
You could probably fry some eggs on the street. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just stir it, please.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Here, you can. You don't have to really add eggs, but you know, sometimes it's nice to add protein there. But you know, I learned from Sam that because he's a world traveler and he's eaten his way through around the world, there's some things that he has eaten, except that one thing that are strange, and that's in his pursuit of what is gourmet or what is strange, or he just what have you, where have you been eating that is worth for us to know, because we will not be able to eat what you tried.
So in Saudi Arabia, they one dish that's very popular is it's called hashi, which is camel.
Ooh.
And so various ways of cooking it, and it tastes kind of like beef actually. And
Wait
it's
a
kind of
minute.
actually salty. It's actually
Camel
really good.
is so big.
Yeah, but smaller pieces, bite size.
I mean, how do you render a camel?
I don't know. They cook it in the fire. They have, I guess, a pit where you cook the camel over top of rice, and it's like kapsa, and so very good. The flavor will go down into the rice and things like that. So very different.
What are the cuts of camel that you have, like
Ooh, I don't even.
this big?
Yeah, they'll have large chunks of the meat, and then you would just have pieces of it. So.
Okay, lower the heat now. Does it have collagen?
I sure, yeah, it does.
Especially
but
the hump, right?
Yeah, but the pieces that I would have was more. I mean, literally, it was like a steak. I mean, like very tender steak. So.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that's one thing we would not be able to eat anymore. So,
you never know. You could always start something here.
camel? No,
Yeah.
no thanks. No, especially now. Sometimes you know during Christmas you can't think of deer being hunted or deer meat. Okay, but let's take a part of the fish,
Okay.
and then we'll put it to the taste and the test, and we will know from
See
Mr.
what's
Sam.
in here.
Yeah. Sometimes, Sam, I like eating my fish half cooked.
All right, just more.
Yeah, just a little more soup. All right. This is for you, and another one for me, please. There are two kinds of heat in food. The heat from heat, like mainit in Filipino, and the spicy heat, like from chili. So, which kind of heat are you enjoying?
Oh, I love the spice. I like spice.
Like this one. So, is this the kind of chili that they have?
Yeah, you can find
That kind.
Yep. Just gonna show it.
How
Here, let me
about
get the chopsticks here.
yeah, one of the favorite seasonings that we have among Filipinos is the mamacita seasoning. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. In fact, you can find that in the grocery stores.
Really?
Again, there's a very large Filipino population, and so the influence there, and so in a lot of stores you can't find a lot of the
Really?
ingredients. Yeah.
Have you tried any?
I haven't tried it. I really don't know how to
Maybe
use it very
without
well.
you knowing,
properly.
you have tried.
Yeah, I'm sure I've tried it.
Yeah.
I just haven't I haven't cooked with it just because. I
So
don't know how to use it
Filipinos talk
properly.
about it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Do Filipinos talk about their food with pride? That's what I'd like to know.
I think so. I mean, yeah, it's an opportunity for, as they get together to kind of share a little bit of their culture. So yeah.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
important. See, I'm glad to know that because, right now we are at the age where Filipino food is really emerging and it's going top rate. Slowly but surely, we are evolving into becoming one of the top Asian cuisines. So hopefully, the next generation will be proud of it. Okay,
Very good.
time for us to taste. And I wonder, Sam, what's the first dish that you will eat when you're back there?
Probably some camel.
Ah, really? So you really like it?
That's good.
Oh, my.
All right.
Okay.
Ready to try it?
Yep.
Let's see how we did. Cheers.
Cheers. We are now enjoying Sam's homesick comfort food. What makes you homesick?
Food.
Work, being too tired.
No, work is good, but it helps keep you from, getting homesick, I think.
Uh-huh. Mm. A little more salt, right?
No more salt.
And mushroom powder. For me, it's fine. I can taste the ginger. That's good. And the
Very nice
ginger
and
still a little crunchy. We have a dish like this in Filipino that we call pesa, P-E-S-A. And pesa is really just ginger, chicken bones if you need, that adds the protein flavor and then the umami. And then because it's so simple, those who want to add a little more excitement to it, on the side they have salted black beans, sautéed with a lot of tomatoes and ginger. Or sometimes they have this miso, the tofu that is salty tofu, and they add that. But anyway, in whatever way that comfort food comes about, especially to you bachelors who think that comfort food is just putting things in the microwave. Once in a while, you can try to experiment. It's just water, that's where you put some fish and all these things that you can easily get, and you're back home. So we hope that Sam, when he goes back to Saudi again, and hopefully when you're back here in Houston, that we will be able to learn more about camel.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll have to find one.
Yeah, but may you not get sick and have the need, but hope you enjoy this when you're homesick. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah, and again, just say goodbye to the Filipinos there. How
Bye.
do you say
I
that?
don't know how you say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And salamat.
Salamat.
Hindi, say, mahal ko kayo. Mahal
Mahal
ko
ko.
kayo. We love you.
Mahal ko.
Okay. Thank you. This is Nancy Reyes-Lumen with Sam Kitchen. Here in Commissary Kitchen at your service with a very simple comfort food for homesickness. Thank you. God bless you.
Isn't he cute? Except that he eats camel. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I had an inkling that what will they do with all the old camels? I guess so. Camel should be the one of the meats in Saudi Arabia. Of course, I cannot be fake and say I'll never eat it, but I would very much like to try it and see what Sam is saying all about it. But again, back to comfort food. When you feel like down, or what actually is comfort food? Comfort food is something that will lift up your mood for the day, and that's just for the body. But the Holy Spirit and the presence of the Lord in your life is actually what will lift up your spirit for the day and for the rest of your life, if you know you just receive him into your life. So with that, I would like to say comfort food can be good for the soul. And they said chicken soup, even condensed mushroom soup. These are comfort foods. Pesa, like what we had, fish, or a very gentle chicken. All these are comfort foods. But again, the comfort soup, spiritual comfort would be like love, friendship, um, even humility is comforting, forgiveness, and all these things. But let's go back to the show and for the last part. And I would like to say thank you very much. We will be starting a new series on our trip here. While we're here in the Philippines, we visited a lot of places that you will enjoy because these places are not the usual ones that you would see. We always put a take on we always put a take on what we enjoy and what's here in the Philippines. And there's a lot, especially the way Filipino humor comes about. Anyway, so with that, we will end this episode. I want to thank Sam, and let's try if we can get him for another episode because he's such a delightful person. He's somebody you'd like to be a teddy bear of. Okay. Thank you very much and enjoy the day. Cook your comfort food. Don't be depressed. Depression is not healthy. Depression is all in the mind. So feed your mind with good prayers and feed your body with a good, happy comfort soup, just like what we had. Don't forget, we added apples just to put a little sweetness to the taste. Okay, and apples in adobo, I don't mind. If anything that can replace white sugar, that's fine. Okay? God bless you and see you again. This is Nancy Reyes-Lumen of Commissary Kitchen. We learn, we teach, especially we share. God is good. Bye.